Good morning, guys. I hope you're all warming up to this morning because, come on, it is Relationship Wednesday.
Yeah,
and
man.
yes, this is still the new look for hashtag KTN Life and Style with me, Nixie Ann.
And me, Susan Jaroga. It is 7 in the morning. I hope you guys are pumped. I hope you're ready. I hope you have your breakfast in front of you. I'm of those ones who do exercise. You know, in the morning you're doing your stretches. It's that kind of morning.
We got 2 hours.
Yeah, of jam-packed, just, I don't know, nose porn, nose.
It's crazy.
Relationship issues, porn, relationship issues, just the whole shabam.
And on our social today, you Kenyans have been mad over the past 1 week.
Y'all been busy.
Yes. I mean, the events, and people created their own events. People became the events. Oh my God, it's a lot on social. But we're going to tell you all about that. And then later on, we will have the
DMC, which is deep,
meaningful
conversation.
We are all about that
We're
tea.
being joined
Yes.
by Ringtone and Grace Karaoke.
What's wrong with my ear today?
Babes, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, it's
Fix your lights.
crazy. Oh my God, what's happening? It's because you said ringtone, and you can imagine all the madness. It's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Things are
Okay.
falling apart.
You've become a comedian now. I see you, girl.
No. And then later on, guys, we have Kali Chimoma joining us for Keeping It Real. And
Yes.
of course, you know, she's all about the facts and the truth. And I can't wait for that.
No,
and
that's
then
gonna
later
be great.
on,
Tonight on KTN, where Violetta is going to be joining us. So she's going to tell us, hey, socialites, what happened, what do we expect on E-Curve, everything about the events that went down and the ones that are coming up. So it's going to be a great, great show.
and just to give you a sneak peek, people were fighting. I don't know what they were fighting about. I don't understand. Like, Kenyans are mad. But to kickstart this whole vibe, we're going to start it on a low note today.
Yes, not such good news.
Yeah. So apparently you guys have heard there is this lady, Wanjiro, who got killed in a Kileton Matatu circle. Apparently, before she was kicked out, thrown, pushed out of the bus.
Of the actual matatu.
Yes. She was hit by an iron or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
So apparently it was done by the tout, which was like, I don't know, so extra. Like, what could the reason possibly be for you to attack somebody so much that they later pass on in hospital?
That's true.
Now,
I know. Another breaking news though.
Yeah.
Internationally, we have somebody who died.
yes, oh my God, and this is somebody I used to watch on Disney
know,
Channel.
me
I
too.
can't believe it. So I don't know if you guys are aware, but Cameron Boyce, a 20-year-old former Disney star, and he also used to do like YouTube and stuff,
Yes.
passed on. So he passed away in his sleep from a seizure condition that he had been
Yes.
suffering from and he had been getting treatment from. But unfortunately, he got a seizure in his sleep and he has now left us.
Rest in peace, Cameron.
Yeah, it's so sad.
It's
he used
really
to be so
sad.
cute in Jessie.
I know. Everywhere, even on Descendants 3
Yes.
especially.
And
Anyway.
all his co-stars and his family, man. Well, sorry guys. Condolences to you as well.
But to relieve all this stress and all
Hey.
this depression, Vera Sidika.
Sis.
Dear Lord, if you guys
Now
are
I
not
can say
caught up with
sis
her,
because
yeah. oh wow! Oh my God! Black don't crack. You know. What's happening? Honestly, so apparently, you can bleach to white and wake up black.
you can rewind. You can whoa.
There's a button.
You can whoa your skin color.
It's like whoa, and I whoa. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah. So she announced it yesterday.
Yeah,
Yesterday or the day before.
it was. It must have been yesterday.
Yeah, but anyway, she posted up a picture, and Vera's skin tone is like way darker. She said that she's going back. She talked about it just being a lesson and not necessarily it being a life sentence, committing to being the lighter skin tone, which is she had transitioned into a couple of years back. I think she transitioned really quickly.
It was so fast because the previous day she had posted a picture. So it's like, oh, okay, witchcraft, okay,
I was just
sorcery,
like,
what's
yeah.
happening, you know? But then again, this is not to motivate people, especially the young people out there, to just haphazardly do things to your skin. Because if you really look deep into the issue, there is a lot of health effects that come with the same.
Yeah, it's actually quite dangerous and exposing yourself to UV rays and stuff. So basically, what I will say is before you do anything, because I think when you have the money and stuff and you want to change something on your body, I think it's very hard to like tell a person, don't do this.
That's
but I'm just gonna say, like, do your research, consult doctors, because you don't want to be your skin breaking apart when you're older and it's not cute.
Definitely.
In other news, back here in Kenya, there was the Koroga Festival this last weekend. I don't know if you guys went. It was like loads and loads of musicians, fun performances, but there was a tad bit of drama. So there was a video that went viral. I don't know if you saw it, but it's Ethic Entertainment, which is the hip hop group that are known for the new Jam figure. Yeah, man. But turns out there was a squabble and they were like apparently physically assaulted, allegedly, apparently, keywords, physically assaulted by the bouncer. But the video actually shows a bit of a confrontation, and it even shows them like in the horsey afterwards, and they were just talking about respect for Kenyan musicians.
The thing is, that's what people are saying on the ground, but again, we haven't had the whole story. You
That's
know how
true.
Kenyans are. We like to lean more on one side than getting the full picture of the story.
Right.
I feel like, why would, okay, in Kenya, it can happen. I'm not trying to say it doesn't happen. It can happen that they actually didn't do anything and got attacked. At the same time, maybe they did prompt the cops.
Pushed, they went past what security protocol is supposed to be followed or something, and
that's true.
And action had to be taken.
There
Why
is
is
so
there
much
physical
rumor going
violence
on
all
down.
the time? Like, guys, can we just talk? Like, can we stop pushing, hitting each other, attacking each other, stabbing each other, shooting each other, pushing each other? Like,
but guys, so we went on the streets, and the streets had a lot to say regarding our main question for today. How long, or rather, how far should we take this whole spouse search?
like, what is the most extra thing you think you could do? When
To
you're
get a
looking for
wife or to get a husband?
Yeah. And what do you think your requirements even are?
If there are any requirements to begin with.
But you're just like, whoever.
It's about time.
I'll
I
just
need
take
to
the
get
Mombasa
married.
Road.
Are you
Oh my
ready?
God.
Are you available?
Have you seen that thing for if you used that Safaricom wallet as your actual wallet? Not the one with
It's
the hours.
about
This
time.
is get
But
SIM.
maybe I'm those people.
They're like,
though.
you have till
It's
August.
about time. It's
You
about
have till
time.
August
Clock is ticking.
to be married.
Yeah, which is good because now we're here to help you with that search. Because
You
today
know?
we're gonna find somebody.
We're gonna break it down.
Yeah.
We're gonna get your husband. We're gonna get you a wife. We're just here to assist.
Yeah,
It's
that's-
7 in the morning and you could leave this show with a whole spouse. You're welcome. Action.
Imagine, you don't even have to go to work. You don't even have to think. You don't even have to leave your
We've
bed.
done all the work for you.
Ugh.
So just stay tuned as you watch these clips so you can see what people on the streets had to say.
Also see how much y'all can get.
Mi kwangu naona sio vizuri kutangaza, lakini kuna wengine wako na tabia ya kusema nataka standard hii, nataka working class, nataka university material.
Siangalie masomo, naangalia fika yake. Akuwe fika 8, akuwe mrembo. Naona?
Kwa mimi mwenyewe nikitaka kuoa siwezi ambia mtu yeyote, ila ni siri yangu. Au wasichana ambao wanatongoza, naangalia wote tabia. Mavazi itabidi mimi mwenyewe ile mavazi yenye nitamwambia hii mavazi nimependa uvaa hii. Yenye kila mtu anaweza furahia.
I personally think that's definitely right, and because it basically shows that the man knows what they want particularly, and it also makes the woman aware.
Baba, kila nyani na starehe zake.
Guys, did you see what y'all had to say? I'm not the one who was on those clips. Susan, were you there?
I wasn't there.
Me too. And nobody represented my opinions, honestly.
Oh, you're feeling played out.
No, yes. I have my own opinions. They weren't represented. But sure, that's what y'all had to say. And because we're all about inclusivity, we can't leave you guys out. That's why you need to keep contributing to this conversation using the hashtag KTN Life and Style, hashtag Relationships Wednesday.
Yes.
Right about now, though, we have Grace Karaoke. She's just joined us. She is a family and marriage therapist, and she is here to shine on exactly what this mess is all about. So, yo, strap up.
Yeah, man. How are you doing today morning?
I'm great.
Yeah?
I thank God.
You know, it's family and marriage therapist. We were asking the question just before the family, before the marriage, when you're doing the search.
Right.
Advice and whatever comes with that. So I'll ask her one thing actually. Just simple, straight to the point. Do you think that like somebody should advocately like with a lot of purpose look for their spouse, or do you believe it's those things that it'll happen? Like you just live your life and you will just, stumble into this person. Like,
I think like everything else in life, there is no plan. There is
really?
no plan.
Yeah.
Because it
I'm so
goes
happy.
like
You've been doing it right.
Because sometimes you go on the search and you don't find, and
Right.
sometimes you're not looking and you are found. So there is no really plan. So I can go out like Ringtone did and put up the advertisement. I'm looking for someone. And then I find someone. But then I walk away with this someone. And then I bump into someone else. And we click more than we clicked with the one who I found through the advertisement. So there is no plan.
Right.
Really, but if you're
It's like, hold on.
Yeah.
Because the matters of the heart, they really do not have a formula. So what you need, in all seriousness, what you need to do is to prepare yourself, be ready. But most of the times when you see something like what we saw with Ringtone, is because I'm desperate, and we do all kinds of things when we are desperate. And so I'm not saying he's desperate. You know, that's what people are saying.
It can come off that,
but it will come off.
real.
I mean, was it last year we had the lady who had a placard on Kimathi Street or somewhere, also looking for a husband.
That's true.
You know, so I do think when we are desperate, we look for desperate ways to feel that desperation. And we could go into all other things that people do.
It's a bit crazy though that you said you can plan or just by accident or fortunately get to meet someone and you all click and everything and then you set off to have a relationship. But then somehow along the way you find somebody else that you click better. But I feel like it's that thing of you are with someone and then you get to a point where mezoeana. So now you get bored, it gets boring, nothing entices you anymore, nothing excites you anymore. And at that point when you find somebody else, even who is slightly charming, you might think, whoa, we have a better connection. But then it's not. It's just that you don't want to, you are not resilient enough to keep pushing.
And also there is a reason for that. Is because we get into relationships without a plan. So I don't have a plan. My friends are dating, and I'm 26. I should be in a relationship. So we are going with the mob, but we are not asking ourselves, am I ready for this? Why do I want a relationship? How long do I want to date before I get married? When do I want to have babies and all that? So what happens is that I don't have a plan, so I go to the club with my girlfriends, and here there is a guy who seems like he likes me, and I get into a relationship without a plan.
Right.
So that's why we are here and there and over there.
Yeah, all over the place.
Yeah, and also that's why we are saying that I'm not happy in my relationship, because first of all, you don't have a plan.
You're just blind.
So the thing that I normally say is that have a plan of your life. What do you want? At least have a map. Where am I going? How will I get there? Before I get there, where do I do my stops? So I do have a plan to have a family and to have kids. But before I get there, I need a career, I need to have saved up some money, I need to have prepared myself somehow. Now, a lot of times, we prepare ourselves physically, financially, all that, you know, but emotionally and psychologically, we don't. We just think it's just gonna happen. I remember sitting down with a gentleman. He's very accomplished, but his marriage is on the rocks. And he asked me, he said, Madam Grace, I thought you get married and things just work out. And I said, no, it's work.
But I think it comes from the fact that we're not taught that. Like there's no direct formula to it. Like nobody actually addresses the issue. Because like I read this book. So there's this book, it's actually written by a psychologist who worked with people in their 20s. And it's called The Defining Decade. And she's talking about your entire 20s, and she confronts everything to when you're feeling stuck, and your career and your finances, and of course relationships, and even like fertility. How it's not something you think about in your 20s. You think it's something far away, or you think it's something that's just gonna happen. But you can actually like want to then conceive a child, and then you know find that it can be a bit of a struggle because there's things that you didn't take into account in your youth. But when we're working towards our careers, it's like from 6 years old, from 3 years old. You go to kindergarten, go to primary, high school, unaenda uni. So it's like very step by step. And at each stage, you know exactly what's expected of you from your parents, from your teachers, from society. But with relationships, it's just like, I don't know, what reference do we have? We have our parents, we have movies, we have music. And there's no one singing a song of, hey guys, you know, talk so much first, like plan your life. What do you want in a man? Write it down. Ask him, you know, on the first day, like no one's singing that song of like, you know, plan your life. There's no jam like that. So if you were talking to a 20-year-old, my question would be, if you want to think about it like that, if you want to plan accountably within towards a romantic relationship and looking to marriage, how would you do it? Especially if you're alone and you're single.
Yes.
How exactly do you prepare and you're not anywhere within the vicinity of the Rurashi or anything like that?
What do you need to do? First of all, get to know yourself. I remember when I was a teenager, I used to have this need for connecting with a guy. I was a hopeless romantic, so to speak.
Those are the books you were reading.
Yeah, Mills and Boons. You've never heard of them.
My mom talks about them, actually.
So what normally happens is that during our teens, that's when we are introduced to the idea of boyfriends. We play with them here and there. We know how it is. Learn who you are. Learn how touch from a boy feels. Start there. Know yourself. Know that. For me, I knew, oh no, I cannot continue dating. I'm not a casual dater. Right. I'm the kind of girl who gets into a relationship and I'm seeing marriage. So I knew that. At 20, it was clear to me that if I get into a relationship, I go in all the way. And I'm going to be that person. I'll be at their house every day, cleaning up and cooking for them. So I realized, it's not working for me. It's not going to work because I'm trying to figure out a career. So I actually made a decision not to do it. So not to get into relationships.
Right.
Now, so I'm going to, that's the question that you asked.
Yeah.
Start by actually knowing who you are, what your wants are, your type of personality. What kind of a relationship person are you? So that you connect yourself with the right kind of people. Because if I am that girl who is not wanting to casually date, I can't have 2 or 3 people that I'm casually seeing. And I cannot stand a guy who has me and, you know, several, but I'm the main one. You know, they used to tell us that. I don't know if they still do that today.
They do.
No, it's
You
worse.
know, you are
You're
the
still
main one.
And then the side. It's worse than side babes.
So if I'm not that, then I stay away from that. I'm not going to connect myself with the bad boys, you know, as we call them. you know. So I realized that I'm the good girl, and I always pine for the bad guy.
Right.
It's the guy, and the bad guy is not necessarily a bad person. Is the person who loves to the guys who love to hype you up and make you feel great. But then it's about conquering for them. It's about how they feel when they make a woman feel great. So if I buy into that, and me, I'm thinking that, hey, there is a connection here. Hey, curtains for the house where we will go find our apartment and my wedding dress. And the guy is not even thinking there. So it's important for us to understand, first of all, what kind of a person am I when it comes to relationships, and what is my expectation when I get into a dating state. Number 2, you need to also ask yourself, man or woman, am I ready for the long-term relationship? Do you know we have too many people who are in marriages right now, but they are not. If you ask them, they say, no, we are just cohabiting. But you set up a home. So you are 20 and you have set up a home with a guy or a girl, and you're living together.
But there's no marriage certificate.
But there is
just kind
not
of
even the marriage certificate. There is not even the talk about we are living like a married couple.
Okay.
So what happens is that we are now having a lot of 20-somethings who are carrying a lot of wounds, emotional wounds from broken relationships, disappointments, and all that. Because now when I'm living with a guy in the house, what am I expecting? You don't expect that you'll be going out there clubbing and you left me at home and then I'll be okay with it. Because once we move in together, what are we saying? That we are committed to each other.
There's an expectation.
Yeah, there is a boundary we have put around ourselves. And so we begin to expect people to act like they are married to us because we entered. So you know how we go. You date, and then you court, and then you marry. You see, we are still in that space, even though our real space has changed, but our minds are still stuck there. So we go in and we think, oh, it's free, I'm not. But it's happening to you and you are getting hurt. A lot of girls, we know very well, once you get sexually intimate with a man, there is a bond that is deep that happens. But we want to go around and say, no, it's just casual, you know, but
You are not wired that way.
no. So we need to be honest. I did do that myself. I got very honest. And by the way, do you know how old I was when I got married?
Oh, no, tell us.
Do you want to know?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
I was 39.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because I made a choice at 20 that I'm going to actually design how I'm going to be. Because I realized in that short period where I dated as a teenager or as a young adult, I got hurt badly. Because my expectation of a relationship were not what the expectation of the other person was.
Right.
You know?
And
I have a
you got
question.
crushed.
Yes, and so I decided, you know what, God, it's gonna be me and you, my career, and I tried to figure out
What is it? that-
what about myself. And then also, I saw that a lot of my friends, I remember being 26 and one of my friends had been married, I think they were in their first year of marriage, and talking to her, she was so lonely. And I said, Lord, I would rather be single and lonely than married and lonely. You see, so there were times
Yeah, 'cause when
along.
you're single and lonely, it's very double.
So you need, each one of us needs to take time, get a relationship with yourself.
Grace, I think we are going to take on that conversation. There's a lot of people who are asking so many questions right about now. You guys are really feeling this story. I don't know, my heart feels like, oh my God, it's melting. I can't even handle it. But guys, we're gonna take a short break. Keep asking and sending your questions using the hashtag KTN Life and Style. After like 2 seconds, we'll be back, so don't move.